guy. That's the no spin zone. We'll do it live.
I don't know. We're
Yo,
laughing.
I can't even.
We're laughing about his hat.
I can't even like straighten my hat out, y'all. When you're looking into this,
You're so hip.
ridiculous. Yeah, I'm hip. Good afternoon, evening, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. We are officially shadow banned, and there's nobody on.
Yeah.
And just want to do a quick sound check here. All right. Hey, sound check, y'all.
Boom. There we go.
5x5.
There we go.
I'm waiting for a response. It's taking a while to load up into the restream. Yeah. Carlos, how's my audio? 5x5. I'm going to jump into the article.
You are a beast, dude.
Carlos is a super fan. Potty. Welcome, Potty. There's a potty. I love avatar names,
I love
y'all.
it.
Hey, give me an audio. 5x5. How's my audio?
5.
Good evening. 5. Okay. Well, it's not a rating system, but that's okay. We've been in timeout, y'all. We've been in the naughty chair, and we're back.
Yep.
And we're gonna behave.
Yeah. So go subscribe to the secondary channel.
And
so if we vanish
please
again,
subscribe to
we'll
the
be
Texas Boys React, because our next banishment will be permanent and our channel will vaporize.
Yeah. 3rd strike.
So 3 strikes and you're out.
Oh yeah.
Just
no
like,
mask.
Just
I
like
forgot.
beta. Just like beta. 3 strikes and you're out. Okay, so we're getting into the article, y'all. Jumping right into this.
What are you doing?
All right. I was just reading the comments. I'm sorry. I got distracted. All right, y'all. I'm getting into the article. So here we go. And I'm going to zoom in here. So I can... Oh,
Mega zoom.
Super zoom. Zoom back out. All right. This is...
Their header on their thing.
Yeah,
on
the
their
whole thing is very kind of
jank.
annoying.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So the country of Ireland is increasingly proving how gone Western culture really is. And the reason that this is important, the reason I want to bring this to you, is all of these systems are tested overseas, and Ireland's a great testing ground. India is a great testing ground. Australia is a great testing ground. So when these governments and these they're already... Matt's making me want to take a sip here. We're not drinking the native mud. We're drinking some like ginger ACV thing. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, the country of Ireland is increasingly proving how gone Western culture really is. As lawmakers, they are considering a new piece of legislation that would punish citizens of wrongthink. This is terribly written, once again, and I am not an English major, and I butcher the English language, but this is incredibly poorly written, and I don't know if you've noticed that with modern day postmodern
there you go.
grammar. And I'm not no fluent speaker, but this is terribly written, like most news articles. And the link to this article is down below, so at your convenience, you can peruse this article uninterrupted. According to constitutional scholar and Georgetown Law School professor Jonathan Turley, the Irish legislatures want to criminalize the possession of so-called hateful materials. That is, materials that are simply deemed hateful by left-wing government bureaucrats. After noticing the conviction of a man in Britain for possessing toxic ideology, Turley wrote in his blog, Ireland appears ready to replicate this case 1,000-fold. The proposed criminal justice incitement to violence or hatred and hate offensive bill 2020 would criminalize the possession of material deemed hateful. It is a full frontal assault on speech and associational rights. He noted further, the law would allow for sweeping authoritarian measures in defining opposing viewpoints hateful. So now you cannot have opposing thoughts, opposing viewpoints. You can't vocalize them. You cannot have any memorabilia that is somehow deemed by the thought police to be contraband. We are watching history repeat itself. The big difference with the history doesn't always repeat, but it does always rhyme, is that now they have the technocratic infrastructure to do all the things that all of the nefarious dictators have wanted to do in the past. They now have the technocratic infrastructure to implement it in totality. So that's why this is kind of like a super big deal. The law would allow for sweeping authoritarian measures and defining opposing viewpoints hateful. Ireland appears to be picking up the cudgel of speech criminalization from Britain and abuse of power once used against the Irish. After describing the law as a free speech nightmare. Yeah, but at least, the good thing is we still have free speech here in America, and we just enjoyed two-way speech while we weren't
absolutely.
on the them tubes. We enjoyed free speech. We spoke freely. We thought freely. But now we're back, y'all. So after describing the law as a free speech nightmare, Turley goes on to list provisions of it that are particularly problematic for freedom lovers, noting that before the legislation even addresses the possession of harmful material, the statute would provide for an offense of condoning, denying, or grossly trivializing genocide, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and crimes against peace. In other words, you could not be a Russian citizen living in Ireland and justify Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine because that could be determined to be a crime against peace. Such crimes would make most autocrats blush, Turley argued, adding that because there is no real meaningful definition of what constitutes such trivialization, that provision would most assuredly invite arbitrary enforcement. The law professor went on to cite another passage in the bill that says its intent is to combat forms and expressions of racism and xenophobia by means of criminal law. And the way you need to understand these laws are written by think tanks like global think tanks. This all started with the what was that? The thing that Kissinger did back in the 70s, and it was called the International. I forget the name of the talk that they were giving, but these laws are written by international think tanks, so it'll be cookie cuttered verbatim, and the next thing you know, this will come up for passage right here in America, coming soon to a neighborhood near you. So that's why it's real important to just be aware of these and the jargon and the verbiage and the way it's implemented and the way and the means by which maybe certain incidences. And if you want to check out on our backup channel, we did an article on signature reduction.
Yeah.
And so when you take signature reduction into consideration, you can see how easy it is to pass anything into law because, we all need more regulation. We need more safety. We need much less freedom. Certainly, we need much less freedom of thought. I mean, thoughts are very dangerous things.
Yeah.
And the freedom to freely think is very problematic. I mean, that's kind of how America got here, free thinkers and the Enlightenment and all that stuff. So, that stuff is very dangerous. America is obviously the scourge of humanity. I mean, America has just been a terrible experiment. It's been a terrible, capitalistic free market, free speech, freedom to move around, freedom to do according to the convictions of your own conscience. All these terrible ideas are these very dangerous, disgusting, terrible ideas that have brought much misery and destruction to the entire world. But, we're going to fix all that with some more laws and some more dictators and some more technocrats and some more regulation. With enough regulation and enough safety, we're going to make the world a really safe place, and we can kind of get rid of all these ideas of like freedom of thought, freedom of expression, freedom of to do and to act according to the dictates of your own conscience. Now, we can't do any of that stuff. Everything needs to be legislated and restricted and mandated, and it's all going to be enforced at the barrel of a gun. And this is the way the people will do what is right. So, I mean, that's what has to happen. In the U.S., that would give leftists carte blanche to persecute any white American who complained about the... Man, this is so horribly written. I'm sorry. It makes me sound more stupid than I am. Complained about the inordinate amount of minorities portrayed these days on TV and commercials and regular programming versus the dramatic decline in portrayals through ethnic compromised 58%. You can read this article. I'm not going to read it because we're trying to walk the tightrope of thought police and all that.
Yep. Because it's like our first day back.
Yeah, it's our first day back, and we will be vaporized. And this video might do it. So, bon voyage, y'all. Please sign up to our backup channel.
Please.
Sign up to our Rumble channel.
Please, yeah.
And this might
I think
be
we're going to start doing a lot more on Rumble. Like
we're going to try.
The
interfaces are. Yeah. We're trying to get in the groove with the interfaces, and there's some challenges there.
We were on several podcasts while we were away.
I put the link to
David Knight, Allison Morrow,
and Finding Genius. But the Finding Genius podcast hasn't uploaded yet, but we'll keep you all posted on that if we're still here. But I mean, we have like 97,000 subs, and we have like 700 subs on our backup channel. We know that you all really care and you want to watch us, and then everybody says, "Where have you been?" Well, we kept trying to tell you that we're on the backup channel.
We changed the banner too. I need to change it back.
We changed the banner. We incessantly commented in the comments down below, and 700 people of y'all cared enough to sign up for the backup channel.
And y'all are awesome. All 700 of you.
All 700 of you. I thank you. The rest of you, not so much. I'm not so sure. I'm still guessing and wondering. So, like, if you do like the content, you're going to have to subscribe to the backup channel and to the Rumble
too. If you're not,
and if you're not subscribed to this channel, it's going to be short-lived. I mean, you won't have to waste your subscription for very long. Subscribe now, you'll probably be unsubscribed tomorrow. So there you go.
Oh man!
What's so striking about the law is how utterly unapologetic it is in the use of criminal law to curtail not just free speech, but free thought. It allows for the prosecution of citizens for preparing or possessing materials likely to incite violence or hatred against persons on account of their protected characteristics. That could sweep deeply into not just political, but literary expression. They've already burnt the books, y'all. There's already all these literary classics that they've taken. They've taken all these literary classics and extracted them from berries, and they've replaced them with rainbow furry GROOMing material. You know what I mean? And they're super cool with GROOMing our children, but you can't have the Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn stuff because He also noted that lockdown Ireland suffered that. Even mentioning the titles of those books. We'll see you later, folks. Sign up to our Rumble and our backup channel. It's really, what's really great about this experiment is it's awesome, like questioning every word that comes out of your mouth. It just makes you feel so free and alive. It just makes you feel so good inside. And thank you, YouTube. We love you.
Oh, yeah.
You are absolutely the best at what you do.
Yeah.
And you are the best at what you do. Let's see. He also noted that lockdown Ireland suffered oppression under British rule, making it even more head-scratching as to why Irish legislatures would adopt such an authoritarian measure. The interest of the Irish in assuming such authoritarian measures is chilling, given their own history under British rule, including violent crackdowns on nonviolent protests like Bloody Sunday. Free speech is now in a free fall in Great Britain, and Ireland appears eager to follow suit, he argues. That's the way all of this authoritarian stuff goes. It's tested. They're like, it worked great in the UK. So, Ireland's right in line, so let's go. after providing several linked examples. Oh, and then after Ireland, it's going to be Canada.
Yeah.
They've already have a lot of this stuff in Canada.
Shocker.
After providing several linked examples of how free speech has been steadily declining throughout Great Britain in recent years, Charlie noted that once governments begin criminalizing speech, then censorship is not going to be far behind. You mean like going back 5 years and finding some inconsequential thing and just saying, oh, and then bloop, and you're gone, and they scrub your video, so you can't even demonstrate the fact that this is a total scam, but they just memory hold you. You know, they just flushed you down the memory hole. He further explained under his pernicious law, a judge can order the search of a home based solely on a police officer's sworn statement that he or she has reasonable grounds to believe illegal material may be present in a person's home. Again, the embrace of such laws by the Irish is crushingly ironic. Frank Ryan, who fought against the treaty, spoke for many radicals in declaring, as long as we have fists and boots, there will be no free speech for traitors, he continued. Those anti-treaty forces rejected the views of free speech that long defied Western nations. Now Ireland is declaring no free speech for haters and assumes the authority to define those who are haters.
Uh-oh.
So there you go, y'all. The inmates are running the asylum, and this authoritarian insanity just continues to run roughshod around the world, and it's inexplicable, inexplainable. It's hard to fathom and to just maintain. And as the sheeples and the normies and the programmed, brainwashed, lemming Numpty Dumpties just follow suit, and it's just like our video that we posted. Somebody said, "I'm reporting this video."
Good.
I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you are. Well, there you go. So, look, y'all, please, there's 116 people on here.
Yeah.
Sign up to the backup channel. Sign up to the Rumble.
It's Texas Boys React.
Texas Boys React. They are going to vaporize us. It's only a matter of time.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
100%.
when, it's when it's convenient for whichever signature reduction agent has been assigned to our account to make up some whatever. All right. So if you do care at all, sign up. It's totally free. I mean, it's kind of a joke if you're not signed up, just to be really honest. So I'm just saying, I'm not trying to guilt you into it. But so that's the article for today, y'all.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy it. Like, share, subscribe. Tell all your friends. And
Thank you, Carlos.
Yeah, like they do in China. China's the model, y'all. That's all. That's what Kissinger and Brzezinski, right? They handpicked China, Anglo-American establishment. And, that's what Carol Quigley wrote about, right? And what was the other technocratic book that Brzezinski wrote? That's what all this China's the model. Trump was like, oh yeah, America, and freedom. Well, them Chinese, they're pretty good at tracking everybody. I kind of like that. That's pretty awesome how they track and trace you and find patient zero and all that cool stuff. Oh yeah, America, let's track and trace everybody. Who did it? Who was the first one that did it? Yeah, super cool. Yeah, that's the uniparty, y'all. That's the uniparty. If you're surprised that there wasn't a red wave, the reason there wasn't a red wave is because it's a uniparty, and they're all super cool with it. And I'm not going to talk about the machine thing with the machines and the mail and all that stuff, because the gig is up and the fix is in. And in a quote-unquote democratic republic, why would you go and be a tool in the machine? Like, if you touch that machine and you think that it did anything, right? And that it's okay. I can't talk about this stuff. Maybe we'll
But on Rumble,
maybe we'll go live on Rumble right now. Maybe I'm going to get on Rumble right now.
Well, that's the other thing, too. We need to have as many people jump onto the React channel. As soon as we get it at over 1,000 subs, we can go live over there.
Yeah, we can at least stream from there.
And, I mean, I don't really care what we say over there. If they want to give us a strike over there, go crazy. It's not... too important. So, and the other thing too is all the videos over there are ad free, and I have to work on licensing and some other stuff because I was reposting videos over there as well.
Right, and then the
So-
music.
So I only have like subscription for.
Yeah, and if you guys
using
want
it
to
on
keep
the
seeing
one
the
channel.
growth of my beard, you're going to have to subscribe because this channel is going to get vaporized. All right.
Okay, so what are you growing it out?
No, but Carlos said something about keep the beard growing. So
Oh yeah. It's
I mean,
getting
I'll
bigger.
I'll grow it out as it's winter time, y'all. It's my
Yeah.
winter coat. So are y'all gonna? We'll go live on Rumble right now.
Yeah, probably, and just talk about all the.
Yeah, we'll talk
the
about
stuff.
the stuff that we can't talk about
The
on
red
the free.
wave.
We're going to talk about all the stuff that we can't talk about on the free speech platform of YouTube, because the free speech platform here on YouTube is so awesome.
Oh, we just went over 800 subs. Boom! There
well,
we
there
go.
you go. Well, thank you, y'all.
There we go. Thank you so
that
much.
was an extra 40 people.
And the other thing too is that y'all are gonna have to just every day, at least just check out one of our channels.
If you want to know where we're at, we're here, y'all.
Yeah.
We didn't go anywhere.
No.
Unless the technocrats put us in
No.
timeout.
And if we disappear, just type up something Texas Boys, and I'm gonna try to keep our name somewhat like that.
we're here,
So,
y'all.
no, we're floating around.
So
We're doing the things.
So we're getting off, and we're the Texas Boys on Rumble, and
Yeah.
we're gonna jump on Rumble right now.
Right now.
And I'll use this thumbnail.
You're gonna use this thumbnail? I can make a new one that just says Red Wave.
Okay, Matt's gonna make a new
Something.
one.
So we'll go live over there in a couple minutes.
We'll go live over there
Yeah,
in a couple
and we
minutes,
can just
y'all.
talk everything.
We're gonna talk everything.
Everything. We're gonna let it all out.
We're gonna let it all go.
All go. All of it.
Like Brandon rating his diaper.
Everything.
All right, we're just gonna no type of parasympathetic
It'll be like that
response.
one YouTube channel where he's saying like, "I wiped my butt" or something like that.
Hi.
I wiped my butt or something.
It's fun to watch. It's fun to
Something like
watch.
that.
All right, y'all. We'll see ya. We'll see all 130 of you over on Rumble.
At least half of y'all got to come over to
At least all 130 of y'all have to go over on Rumble.
on Rumble. Come on, let's
Come
go
on,
Rumble.
don't be a loser.
Let's go Rumble, y'all.
All right, we're gonna
All right, thank
Rumble.
y'all so
Let's
much.
get